Hi everyone! Today, me and Tete are doing yet another Sims 4 roleplay. So if you're listening on Spotify or another audio-only platform, please use the description and click on the link to watch the video on YouTube. So today, we are going to be following Joel as he heads to work, and now he is working for none other than Bruce Wayne. So he's going to be heading to work and learning some very interesting points about I guess, Bruce Wayne's job from Bruce Wayne himself, right?
Exactly, and perhaps some dark personal details that may be encroaching upon uh, Wayne himself, as Joel will find out.
Yes, so now Joel's going to be knocking on the door.
Awesome.
And now he's going in.
Who is it?
It's me, it's Joel.
Oh, is that you, Farber? Come in.
Yes, and he's coming in already, and he's like, "Where are you?"
I'm in. Wait a minute, where is Bruce?
I don't know, is he in the pool again?
Oh, I think Bruce is in the pool. I think he needed to relax.
Are you in the pool?
Yes, I am.
Yes, he was. We were
He
right.
was.
He's
Yeah.
always in the pool.
He's always more than a merman.
I know. And Joel's a secret merman in The Sims.
Yes, he is.
So he's also
So
drawn to the pool.
from to the pool. Oh my gosh, does this mean that Bruce is a Capricorn too?
I don't know. We have to look it up. Does he have an official birth date?
I think he does, but see, I've never liked Batman enough to know his birth date. That's how bad I am.
We will have to
I
find
know.
out.
Yeah, we'll
All
find.
right.
Actually,
So then he says hi to him. And he's gonna ask him
and
if he's a mermaid in The Sims, anyways, not in the roleplay. But
on the role play. Hi there, Farber. I'm glad that you were able to make it. I'm sorry we couldn't have our usual meeting at the corporate building, but I thought it might just be more suitable if we met here at my personal residence.
is there something you wanted to tell me?
Uh, Not quite. I mean, I suppose we could look over those books today since I think you were telling me that I was having some issues with the escrow account in Holland.
Yes, you did. There were some interesting numbers there that I wasn't really sure what to make of them.
I've been having trouble with that particular account. I've had some suspicions lately, and I'm glad I had a second pair of eyes to look over that, and I'd certainly like to go over that with you. And I know it's in arrears, and I know the figures are off. I just wanted to confirm my suspicions about that particular account.
All right, let's go upstairs and look at it.
All right,
Now they're heading upstairs.
Bruce dresses.
Seems like he's not.
He won't. Bruce in his speedos. Joel, go upstairs.
No, actually, I wanted Bruce to sit over here, but now Bruce is going upstairs for some weird reason.
Maybe he's changing.
Maybe. What's he doing?
I hope he
Oh, is
doesn't
he
go
going to
to
sleep?
bed. No!
Yes, he
I have to,
is.
oh, Bruce, no,
Ah,
I'm going to sleep to save
Sims.
Gotham.
Yeah. Okay, now he's going to be sitting in his bedroom to talk about the frickin'
Okay, that's
escrow.
strange. That's weird. Escrow accounts in the bedroom. That's
I guess
strange.
there's something hidden there, right?
Maybe more than we would know.
And he's like, "All right, so here it is." He points to him in the book. Here's
Mhm.
the thing that I thought was really strange. What's going on here?
And then Bruce looks at it. He's examining it very carefully, and he's like, yes, from the middle of May up until August, I've been noticing a discrepancy with the expense account. There's been no change in the output of any of the stock exchange, but here I'm looking at a request for transmission of funds into this account, even though I haven't seen any more stock bought in that particular sector. That's what has me concerned, and I have a feeling that that particular branch I have out there, I suspected two individuals who are running that. I think they're siphoning off money.
Oh, so who are these individuals? Can you tell me more about them?
Oh, they're two associates of mine in Holland. I thought I could trust them. They've been with the company for over 15 years, but it seems that one of them has recently had some very unusual spending habits, and my greatest fear is that they're either in debt or they're paying off a blackmailer, if I have to be really blunt with you, Farber.
He takes a deep breath and he thinks about it. This is something that he's never really had to think about before. So, can you tell me more about these two people? How did you know them, and why did you think you could trust them? What is their background? Where did they originally work?
Well, they're originally friends of mine from college years. Well, my first years of college, I was here in the States, but then my guardian decided to send me abroad to Cambridge. I tried to get into Oxford, but apparently I was too antisocial for them, so I had to settle for Cambridge instead. To Cambridge I went, and it was there I met these two individuals. I thought I could trust them. They were very trustworthy. We were all of the same ilk and persuasion. We were all just young men, embittered, kind of drowning ourselves in academics, thinking the world was a very dark place, which it is, but you know how it is, the follies of youth. I trusted them, and we had quite a strong rapport. But now I have concerns about particularly one of them. I think they may have gotten involved in something they shouldn't be involved in. And they may be involved with an entity that I'm familiar with, and that's what has me very frightened.
What is this entity?
Joel, I'm not sure if I can disclose it to you. You're you're an experienced and jaded man, I'll give you that, but how much do you know about the criminal underworld?
Not much. And he's like, wait, this is not supposed to be something I'm asking about, right? I mean, I should just focus on the numbers and just point out the areas that look strange, right?
That's true, Farber. That's pretty much your job. My only concern is that I feel like I should be truthful for your own safety. I don't think, much as I believe in operating in the shadows for some good, I do believe some things have to come to light, and I don't know if you're ready for that yet.
Hmm. And he's like, I do appreciate, how you think about this and how you want me to know more about it because of fairness sake. But he's like, if it is that dangerous, well, he's like, is it that dangerous though? I mean, they don't know who I am, and me just knowing who these people are and what they do, it doesn't really affect anything, right? I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to engage in vigilante justice against them.
He's like, well, and then Bruce looks a little nervous. He's looking around. He's like, who said anything about vigilante justice? I certainly didn't mention that, did I?
No, but I mean, why else would, they target you or me, right? Are we connected to people who are potentially doing that?
Well, think of it like this, Farber. The world of finance and crime are actually pretty relative, despite what people want to claim or what politicians or lawmakers tell you. It's all an intricate, complex web, like a spider web, if you will. It's all intricately connected. And when you get into finance, you're bound to run into some crime and a lot of corruption as well. I can't tell you how many pockets are lined with a lot of corruption funds, trust funds, escrow accounts like this, and a lot of blackmailing too. And even though you and I aren't exactly going out there busting brass knuckles against their jaws or, taking them to court or anything, the fact that we know about it and the fact that we could potentially expose them does give us an air of danger. And I certainly don't want to jeopardize your safety, Farber. I really, really like you.
Mm-hmm. I understand. He's like, so what do you think can be done? The fact that I'm, doing all of these things in your apartment and sometimes even in your bedroom as we are right now, do you think that protects me from them? Or do they also have eyes looking in your apartment?
No, no, my apartment's pretty secure. Even if they did have eyes and ears that pried in, there's not much they could do about it. Well, to be honest with you, Farber, I have a few cards up my sleeve, and I have to admit, I do a few things. I operate under certain aspects. I operate under fear, if that makes any sense.
Hmm. I see. So you're scaring them away?
Pretty much. Pretty much. I don't think they would mess with you, but I don't want to risk it, and I just want you to know about it and, how do I say, keep an eye over your shoulder, if you know what I mean.
I understand. Should I use a fake name?
No, that won't protect you. I don't even think plastic surgery would help you. The best thing you can do is, I guess figuratively speaking, keep yourself in the broad daylight, if you know what I mean.
He's like, but I don't keep myself in the broad daylight, you know? Oh, you mean like in terms of not getting involved in corruption?
Well, I mean, be open, tell people where you're going, what you're doing. I mean, don't tell them about this sort of thing, but um, just live your life as normally as you can, and don't let them see any fear, and live your life as normally and fully as you can, Farber. And I think once they know that they can't fear or cow you into anything, they won't touch you.
That's true. He's like, what do you think of, the isolation thing? If I was just totally isolated and I don't have any connections or anything or friends or family, would they ignore me more?
No, no, because that would be about the same, I would think. I mean, don't be wrong, they probably would have less tools to lever against you, act as leverage, but if they see you acting in fear, and they know you're going to act on something, they'll know you'd try to report them to the authorities. Also suspect that you're in WITSEC, and to be honest, Farber, WITSEC is kind of a pile of worthless promises. WITSEC protects their people as much as a paper bag protects against a bullet. I think you're much safer assaulting me and coming to my private residence for this kind of matter.
That makes sense. Well, thank you
It's
so much, Mr. Wayne. I'm going to be going back downstairs and, looking through the books again.
idea. I'll join you in a moment. I did want to warn you, once our meeting's over here and you return home, um, I'll have, uh, I'll have Alfred drive you home. I don't like the idea of you walking on the street alone. I'm noticing a few cars roaming around the city, and I don't like who's in them behind those tinted windows.
I see. All right. Thank you so much, he says. I really
All right,
appreciate that.
Sir Farber, I want to look out for you. It's my responsibility, and like I said, I like you. You're an honest, genuine man. I'll join you in a minute to further look at those figures then.
Yep, they're going downstairs now.
Downstairs.
Also, they gain a sentiment. So for Joel, he says, "You're so fun to be around, Bruce. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel that way about me too."
I like this, although I wonder how much fun you can have talking about finance and crime corruption.
So they're walking to the couch now where he does his work.
He does his work. I love this. It feels natural. It feels like a movie despite him going around in speedos. Although that said, I guess in the recent movie he does spend a lot of time around his manor, semi-clothed.
So I guess it's realistic.
It's real. I mean, maybe not in a speedo, but he does go around quite a bit shirtless, to the joy and victory of many a fangirl.
Wow, Joel's very inspired.
Wow, did Bruce inspire him?
Yes, he adores him, growing closer from quality time, closer from happy memories, and adoring.
Oh my gosh, they're BFFs now.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right.
Even more so than Sam or anyone else. Even Jewel, he's not BFFs with his own clone.
So, well, it's hard to be BFFs with your. Can you imagine being BFFs with your own clone? That would be so boring.
That's true.
is true. I'm really loving this dynamic between these two guys.
I know. So yeah, I think we should wrap it up. I think they just probably will have one or two more sentences to say to each other, and that's the end, right?
I think that's it. That'll be the end.
And the next episode, we might actually record it tomorrow in another game.
Oh my gosh, yes, another game.
All right. So let's see what happens next.
Okay.
Joel's really happy.
Very happy. And Bruce is like, he says, looks like you caught the same errors I did, Farber. You've got a pretty sharp eye.
Yeah, he's like, well, thank you. I'm gonna see if I can find any more errors and tell you about them.
Good. Says, are you bringing your work home with you?
I don't think we should do that, right?
Oh, you don't have to. I'd say, take another look at it tonight. You can meet me here tomorrow. When you go downstairs, just, tell Alfred to drop you off by your address and he'll do that. And, make sure you sit in the center of the back seat away from the windows.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, next time I'm gonna buy a mask.
Oh, don't go that far, Farber. I mean, you do that kind of stuff, you're gonna gain attention instead of... The thing is to be discreet. Said, gotta be discreet, Farber.
True.
Just let me handle it, right? And, I don't think the situation's gonna escalate. I'll make sure to stop that.
All right, I trust you. He's like, and I just hope Malcolm won't get involved in this. Or my parents.
Oh, no. And then a fierce look gets on Bruce's face. He's like, no. I'll make sure of that, Farber. None of your
Okay.
family is going to get hurt. I promise you that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I
then
trust
I'll
you.
see you tomorrow. Good. Good. I trust you too. So I'll see you again tomorrow about 12:30 or so.
All right. All right, see you.
See you, Farber. Be safe.
All right, bye.
Bye.
That's it.
The end. That was fun. Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't use the word fun, but rewarding, I should say.
It was. Yeah, it was short and brief, but we learned a lot. And tomorrow I can't wait to start role playing in the DC MMORPG and create Joel and Andre in it. So you guys are going to be able to see that on YouTube, and we might also make a podcast episode about that, wouldn't we?
Yes, we will. Role plays between Joel and Andre interacting with Bruce and Clark, and it's going to be fun. I have a feeling that Joel and Bruce are going to team up, and Andre's going to gladly team up with Clark.
And superpowers. They're actually going to start fighting.
Yes, they will. I want to see Joel, like, punch the shit out of the penguin or something.
Oh, that would be so interesting. But yes, thank you so much for joining, guys.
Thank you, guys.